In English. That's all.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Right away now, we are here at a shrine called Oduota. The shrine is a pertinent to the Ajah community. This shrine, calling Oduota by name, is being established and created by the two ruling houses of Ajah, which is Ojukpon and Ogusemo. This shrine belongs to them. It's very, very pertinent to the Olomodi tradition in Ajah. It's called Ano Oduota. It's a very, very significant to the traditional of Ajah community.
The people, the community worship here every year or they celebrated every month?
We always celebrated this place in annual festival, 3 years. Whenever anytime we perform the Olomodi festival in 3 years, it's under must for them to worship this river. It's a shrine, it's a river. In the olden days, the shrine, this river extreme to the lagoon before, in the olden day. All this place is a part of the river because anywhere you hear that old water being called is very, very pertinent to the community. So it was owned by the Ojukpon and Ogusemo family, chieftaincy family of Ajah. Ajah, Ajah. Right away now, we are here at the Ejila fraternity, known and called in Yoruba, Irele Opa Awo Opa. Irele Awo Opa is very, very symbolic to the historical background of Ajah. You can see it's under construct. They were renovating it. It's an ancient claim, it's an ancient conclave shrine of Awo Opa, but it's under renovation. When we install new ballet, the new ballet, being an allocentric ballet, deemed it fit that this fraternity building must be elevated to new one. So that is why the ballet instructed the conclave people to renovate it. It's under construction. Then this shrine also owned by the Ojukpon and Ogusemo chieftaincy family, because this shrine is very, very pertinent to their family. So that is why it's not that only they are not the only one worshiping, but the custodian, they are the custodian of this place. Many members of the community, they are worshiping here, even though the outside people, they normally came here to worship, to pay their homage. So this is one of our traditional cultural heritage in Naija, the fraternity conclave shrine of Awo Opa. In Yoruba, they call it Irele Awo Opa. So that's it. Right away now, we are in the compound family of Ojukpon. Ojukpon compound and Ogusemo. This is a palace. This is an old palace where our Baale has been residing ever since the creation of this community in 1734. This is where the Baale normally reside, both Ojukpon and Ogusemo. You can see that is another compound, Ojukpon compound. You can see Baale of Ajah land, Omo Olomodi Apekunjoye, Baale's palace. But with the people of Ajah, we deem it that this place cannot contain us. Then we now move to another site. That site is our new palace now. It's an edifice. But I would like to go and show you the new palace. It's still under construction. But here Here is the founding of the palace, founding palace, an old palace. You can see the scripture. When we get to the new one, you can juxtapose between the old one and the new one. This is the palace of the Bale.
It can also be called Heritage Palace.
Yes, an heritage. That is why you see the inscription, the scratch, Bale of Ajah. You can see tiger, Omolomo de Apekunjoye. Is someone that killed tiger for coronation. This place is called Ogunjasha. Ogun Ijashe. Ogun Ijashe is very, very pertinent to the traditional culture of Ajah. This Ogun Ijashe is being owned by the two ruling houses, Ogun Semo and Ojukpon, because two of them are the ruling houses of Ajah. They are the custodian of tradition. So this Ogun Ijashe, it also belongs to them, Ogun Semo and Ojukpon. It's very, very pertinent. Whenever anytime we are staging the Olomodi festival, it's under must for them to worship this Ogun Ijasha. It's a very, very pertinent. It's very, very important to the cultural heritage of Ajah.
Is it the one that can be worshipped with male or female or every community?
It can only be worshipped by the men, because whenever anytime we are doing it, there's what they call a sede. A sede means all women will be restricted. It's only men normally came here. It's a god of iron. Ogun means a god of iron, but very symbolic to the cultural heritage of Ajah. Tradition. Every good community that have an ancient community inhabitant is under must for them to have Igboro, because Oro, deity in Yoruba, is very, very significant. Then this Igboro is very, very pertinent to the cultural heritage of Ajah. We have traditional culture, three traditional culture in Ajah that we normally observe. There is one we call the first traditional culture festival, Olomodi. That Olomodi orchestrate from Igboro. In that Olomodi, there are three types of deity there. We have Oro. That Oro, the custodian of that Oro is Ojukpon and Ogunsemo. Then the second one, Pakoko. The custodian of Pakoko is Odunlami family. Then the third one is Eluku. The custodian of Eluku, there are three families that govern the Eluku in Ajah: Shoberu, Olokunla, and Olausi. So here in Igboro, that is the three deity that we normally worship. In this Igboro, when we are worshiping Olomodi festival, it's tri-annual festival, 3 years. It's not a festival that we normally worship every year. Then another thing, another significance of Igboro, whenever anytime we install new ballet, is a very, very pertinent for the ballets to stage the Olomodi after the installation of the ballet. After that, we can easily done it in 3 years, tri-annual festival. Igboro is very, very significant to the cultural heritage of Ajah.
All right, so Oro in Yoruba language really means maybe to checkmate insecurity. Like,
What
in Ajah, how is it?
what we are using Oru, all deity has been used to appeal to the gods to avert evil something away from the community. We use it to pray for the prosperity and govern of the community. That is what we are using Oru. Oru is being celebrated in a conclave. We celebrated it in conclave. No woman is allowed to witness Oru. It's a nocturnal, traditional something. So that is it. It's very, very pertinent to the cultural heritage of Ajah. And right away now, we are here at Ita Ogombo. This Ita Ogombo area is very, very pertinent to the cultural heritage of Ajah. It's called Odunlami. The shrine is called, that is the name of the shrine that we normally worship here by Egungun Odunlami. But the total area of this place is called Ita Ogombo. It's acted like a village square for the masquerade. We cannot be talking of masquerade without being mentioning this place. This Odunlami is very, very pertinent. Whenever, anytime we are like I'm talking to you now, right away now, we are still celebrating the Egungun festival of Ajah. I will take you along to their shrine. Whenever, anytime we started the Egungun festival, when the Egungun move down from Igbaleko, that Igbaleko serve as the head of the conclave shrine. It's from there all the Egungun will now move from that Igbaleko, like about 300 masquerade. Out of that 300 masquerade, Arosoju and Oya, they will take the leading road. All the Egungun, they will lay them to this place. This is the place calling Odunlami. This is where the Egungun shrine will start their rite. This is the place all the Egungun in Ajah, they normally start their rite here. Odunlami in Ita Ogombo area. It's very, very significant. So you can see this is the shrine. We don't normally, there is not any incrimination there. All what they are doing is to observe prayer, to worship, to appeal to the gods, to pray for the prosperity of the community, both indigenous and non-indigenous. Then to pray for the prosperity and upliftment of the community, to avoid a way to cast away spell and the evil spirit away from the community, so that both indigenous and non-indigenous can be flourishing in their businesses. That is the significance of Odunlami. So after here now, we will take you along to the Egungun, because we are observing Egungun festival. In order to buttress our point, when we get there now, possibly we can easily meet Egungun having their something doing there right away. Ẹ̀yin ẹjọ́ Abọ́lóyè Ìkòyí Ẹ̀ṣọ́ oil and gas ẹ̀kúlù. Bóyá gbà tí mo ń ṣe sáà. Kò tí connect wa. Jẹ́ ká ṣe tán, jẹ́ ká ṣe tán. Torí mi mọ̀ bóyá ọ́ọ̀fù sí mi. Ìwọ náà kámẹ́rà ẹ̀, wọ́n wò kámẹ́rà ẹ̀ léyà kámẹ́rà ẹ̀ máa. Ó yá. Ó ti. Ó ti wá ọmọ. Very good. You know, when I took you to one shrine over there, Odunlami, I told you that we are having the Egungun festival right away. That is what necessitated me to brought you along here to come and see the shrine of Egungun shrine in Ajah. We have about 3 shrines in Ajah for masquerade. This place is called Igbaleokekota. It's a shrine, it's a conclave. If you are not a member of the initiative, you cannot go in there. Then we have another one, Igbaleokeawori. Then the largest one that happens to be the head, where all the Egungun masquerade converge, where the Aro Soju will take a leading role, leading all the Egungun masquerade down to Odunlami, is being called Igbaleoko. That is the head of the shrine of Egungun. Where we are here right away is Igbaleokekota. It is an ancient. This masquerade, before my forefather was being born, this shrine has been well established. It's been established by the Alagba and the all other masquerade owner like Baba Saleh, Ope, Anigilaje, Onikoyi, many, Alapini, we have many, Aro Soju, we have many families that normally celebrate the Egungun. Look at this shrine. This shrine is known and called Ogun. Ogun, like I told you, is a god of iron. It belongs to Aro Soju. Whenever, anytime, we are having the festival, family, 2 days, the owner of Aro Soju, to worship this Ogun is very significant. Then this is village square. You can see, look at the way. What is the significance of Egungun in Ajah? Look at them. This is the masquerade. They are dancing. They are dancing. Yeah. Look at all the chiefs. These are the chiefs of Egungun masquerade. That man over there is Olaosi, Alapini, Olokonla, Opolo, Ope, Onikoyi, Baba Saleh, Anigilaje, Dagun Oje, Ọlọ́jẹ̀, ẹ máa dárúkọ. The word of Alagba by name is very significant in Egungun. In Yoruba, they normally say Ojo tó bá pa Alagba, ó pa gbagba mariwo. Simply because being the head of the Egungun clan in Ajah, he take a leading role among the other, followed by Baba Saleh, Ope and other. They have hierarchy in their chiefs, but Alagba happen to be the custodian of Egungun. So then today, as it is seen like this, we are having the 14 days festival ceremony. Today, we are having their 14 days, known and called Erila in Yoruba dialect. 14 days ceremony. You can see that is why they slaughter their ram. for the merriment. That is why we see the masquerade having their joy. So what are we doing? What are we using the Egungun masquerade for? We are using the Egungun masquerade to appeal to the gods. What are we using masquerade for? We are using the masquerade to aver and cast away evil from the community. We are using the masquerade to appease for the God to provide good money, more money, and prosperity in our community. We are using masquerade to aver before God to give us peace in Ajah. So, happy celebration. Ajah wa o. Olóyè. Ó yá Ajah lọ. Like you always know and see, every Asian community, there, there are some certain deity that we find in that community. You know, when I started my interview, I told you that we have prominent three traditional festivals we normally held in Naija. Olomodi, first, Egungun, second, Igunuko, third. The Igunuko shrine here of Ajah owns by the Yesufu Ajah family. Yesufu Ajah family of Ajah, they are the custodian of Igunuko in Ajah. Idasu, that Idasu title meant for the custodian of Igunuko in Yesufu Ajah. Igunuko is very symbolic in traditional culture of Ajah. When this Igunuko also, we normally held it in three years. Most of our traditional culture, we almost held them in three. Their triennial festival, because it entails huge amount to celebrate it. That is why we don't, our 4 years, that is how they have been doing it, three years. After, when we finish Egungun this year now, by next year, it's under months for Bale to stage the Egungun. All the shrine, all the festival, Bale remain the traditional custodian of the all tradition and culture in Naija. But in each claim like this, every one of them have their head, which was belong to Yesufu Ajah. Like I told you, Alagba is the custodian of Egungun, the Oro deity. Ojukwu and Ogunsemo, they are the custodian. But Baale of Ajah is the paramount and overall custodians of tradition and culture in Ajah. What are they using Igunuko to do? They are using it to appease to God, to pray for prosperity in the community, for the progress of the community, to aver all evil and cast away evil from the community, so that all the indigene and non-indigene, whatever their business, whatever they are laying on their hands, it will be prospering. That is why we have been celebrating our festival.
How can it be worship? Is it with the men or women?
This Igunuko is being worshipped by the men alone, but female also partook out of the tradition. But in the conclave side, women are not allowed in the conclave. But when it comes to the generality of the festival, women is allowed. But when it gets to the conclave inside, women are not allowed. including Egungun as well. Woman does not allow in the conclave. They can be celebrated outside.
The significance of offering shoe when they
That offering of a shoe is a pertinent and a consonant to tradition. It's very, very forbidden for ordinary human being to wear shoe while the celebration is on. It's only chiefs or oba is allowed to put on their shoe while the Igbunuko is outside. It's a forbidden. It's not peculiar to only Ajah. It's forbidden generally in Yoruba land because they see them as a rival. That is why the putting on shoe while the Igbunuko is outside is very, very forbidden. It's very, very offensive as well. Likewise, Egungun, you cannot put on your shoe while Egungun is outside, except you are Oloye or a king. Right away, when I'm giving you a testimony, I told you that we have a 3 significant shrine for Egungun. We have one at Okekota. That is the place we are coming down here. We have another one at Okeawuri. This is the headquarters of the Egungun shrine called Igbaleoko. Igbaleoko is very, very symbolic in the Egungun festival of Ajah. This Igbaleoko is a place whenever anytime we are staging the Egungun festival, like the one we are doing right away now. We are having the festival right away in Ajah. It's from here, all the Egunguns will move. All the Egunguns, they will move away from this conclave shrine, Igbaleoko, down to that Ojuladubo by something of 4 o'clock. Then the most significant culture in this Igbaleoko is that Egun, no any Egun have an opportunity to enter here twice. It's not possible. On the day of the beginning of the festival, once every Egungun move away from here till 3 years, unless maybe when we have any atonement that we wanted to do like sacrifice, etutu. Apart from that, Egungun is forbidden to come there anytime. Egungun forbidden to go there in until next 3 years because the festival is being staged tri-annual festival. We don't normally offer our Egungun every year. It's 3 years. Then out of that 3 years, we use 3 months to celebrate it. As we started by July, we're going to end it by October. We have to finish the Egungun festival in Ajah in October. So this shrine as well, Igbaleoko, it combines Alagba and all the family that partook in Egungun like Baba Sale, Ope, Anigilaje, Oloje, Orikoyi, and others. So this is the place called Igbaleoko of Ajah, headquarters of the Egungun shrine. This place we are here now is a deity, Obaluaye. That is the deity we normally worship here. It's very, very pertinent with Egungun. The deities belong to the Egungun. According to historical background, the deity is belonging to Alayande. Is the one in custodian of the Obaluaye. Obaluaye is being worshipped by the Egunguns. Alagba, Baba Asale, Ope, Ọlọ́jẹ̀, Oníkòyí, Anigilaje, Ológbì, Ológbòjò. All the Egungun clans, they normally worship here. As you can see, by the time we approach here, you can see Egungun came to pay an homage. That is to show that this place is very, very significant. We cannot open the inside for you. You can either video the outside, exterior side of it. You cannot video the interior side of it. What is the significance? All the deities in Ajah is being used to appeal to the goddess for the prosperity and the peace. At the same time, in the olden days, this Obaluaye, the main what is being used to worship. Then there is a thing they normally call Ita, Obaluaye, Olode. That disease almost ruined the community. With the help of this Obaluaye, is ameliorate the situation. Up till now, the Egungun clan believe that whatever they talk inside this clan is perfect. It's being used to avert evil away from the community. Wọ́n á sọ pé wọ́n gba irun bí dàsígbó. Wọ́n bá ti ṣe tán, wọ́n á ní wọ́n darun bí dàsígbó. Wọ́n darun bí dàsígbó ni. Wọ́n tó Obaluaye wà fún ìgbóná. Kí ìgbóná má ṣe wá lájà, kó má ṣe ogun ẹ̀mbáràn. Kí ìgbóná má ṣe ogun ọmọ Àjà, kí ìgbóná má kọlu baálé Àjà, kó má kọlu àwọn afọbajẹ, kó má. Both women and men can worship it, but women is not allowed inside. You can see if you put your camera, you can see female. You can see them. This is woman waiting outside. But when it comes to the worshiping, women are not allowed in. It's only ọkùnrin.
Komajah.
How you doing over there?
Yes. Like you said, word of Ajah in English mean wealth. This is deity of wealth. Ajah is very, very important in Ajah, especially all in Etiosa. Before we can say Ajah, we will now to talk about the market, because you cannot separate Ajah from market. Then this market in question started all the way from Ebute downward of the community at the lagoon. I'm talking about 18th century when our forebears started the market, before the market finally relocated down here. This Ajah shrine, very, very important, not in only Ajah. This Ajah comprises all the villages in Etiosa. All the villages, all the towns in Etiosa, anywhere being mentioned or being called Etiosa, they were very, very connected to this Ajah. Unless if that community did not partook in any businesses, how could a community be flourished without Ajah? For you to know the importance of the Ajah, for you to know the importance of Ajah, come August 20, come August 20, in nationality is a day of Ọjọ́ Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, traditional day. All the royal paraphernalia from all the entire Etiosa, whether you are from Ikate, whether you are from Ajiran, whether you are from Ogombo, whether you are from Langbasa, whether you are from Osogbotedo, whether you are from Oniru, whether anywhere being called Etiosa, all of them, their representative, they will converge. Then the Abore, that being the custodian of this Ajah, happen to be from Ajah, in the person of Chief Morufu Afini. He will be the one to appeal to this Ajah. What are the importance of Ajah? What are the importance of worshiping it? Its main being worship is to appeal for the gods of the world to continue flourishing market. When you have 20 naira inside market, when you invested 20 naira, by the time you worship this Ajah, the turnover will be 50 naira. When you worship this Ajah, when you invest your market with 1 million, the proximity of the profit will turn over to like 3 million. So at the same time, they do normally worship it in order to avert all the evil spirit away. You know, market kò ń ṣe nǹkan kékeré o. Market kò ń ṣe nǹkan kékeré o. Kùránì kan náà fi dó o. Kò ń ṣe Bíbélì o. Pure tradition. A little girl you saw at the market is not a little girl o. Wọ́n á ní kúkúrú láàárọ̀, gbọgbọrọ lọ́sàn-án. So by the time all the market leader, ìyá ọlọ́jà, Alájà Kìámọ́tù, Chief Mrs. Kìámọ́tù ìyá ọlọ́jà, and bàbá ọlọ́jà, Alhaji Chief Odunlami Rasaki, the normal and the market management, Fowus Nigeria Limited, they are the one managing this market. With the combination of them, with the Baale of Ajah, by worshiping this Ajah, is very, very important, the market. It will have a fire outbreak, evil spirit away from the market, in a situation where you are selling your wares. Àwọn jẹ́ ká tajà, má jẹ́ kó ọmọ jèrè, má jẹ́ kó ọmọ kówó wọlé. By the time they offer this Ajah wealth, wallahi talai, by the time you invest your 10 naira, it will transform to 100 naira. Today, I hereby decree on this Ajah wealth to bring more prosperity to the market. On behalf of Baale Ajah and the Afobajes and the entire community and the Abore of Ajah and the Abore of Ajah, I hereby decree that this market will continue flourishing. They will never witness fire outbreak. Profit and loss is not possible for the market women and men not to record loss, but their profit will surpass their loss. Profit. Ẹni ajé ara ajé jẹun. Ajé ò ní kúrò lájà o. Ajé ò ní kúrò lájà o. bọ́n ṣe náà Ajah bọ́n yẹn ń pariwo Ajah. What make Ajah different from others? This is it. Ajé nǹkan tá à ń bọ̀ rè kò dẹ̀ ní kúrò lájà. We are here at Ìsàlẹ̀ Àgbẹ̀dẹ. This Ìsàlẹ̀ Àgbẹ̀dẹ, we have a symbolic traditional conclave shrine here. Ogun Àgbẹ̀dẹ. Ogun Àgbẹ̀dẹ by name, it owns by one family in Ajah. The name of the family is Ajibowu family. This Ogun has been in existence before the born of my forebears. When I say before the born of my forebears, I'm referring to 17th, 18th century. The significance of this Ogun Àgbẹ̀dẹ is very, very symbolic to the community. We always use this Ogun Àgbẹ̀dẹ to appeal to the gods. We always use Ogun Àgbẹ̀dẹ to appeal to the gods of iron that all our children, all our family going up and down, they should always witness a safe trip. A ní Ògún ò ní fẹ́ jẹ mí wẹ̀ o, Ògún ò ní fẹ́ jẹ gbogbo wa wẹ̀ o, Ògún ò ní fẹ́ jẹ baálẹ̀ Ajah wẹ̀, kò ní fẹ́ jẹ gbogbo ọmọ Ajah wẹ̀, kò ní fẹ́ jẹ àwọn afọbajẹ wẹ̀, kò ní fẹ́ jẹ àwọn ilé oyè méjèèjì Ojúkún àtòkúnṣẹmọ, kò ní fẹ́ jẹ wẹ̀, Ògún ò ní fẹ́ jẹ gbogbo àdúgbò amin àti indigene àti non-indigene. Wọ́n máa ń ṣe àdúrà bíi àwọn fámìlì tó ní wọ́n máa ń jẹ́ àwọn tó máa ń worship ẹ̀. Òun ni ẹni tó dúró yìí tí mo tọ́ka sí, òun ló ń worship ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Tó bá dẹ̀ ń worship ẹ̀, obìnrin is not allowed inside. Obìnrin lè dúró, ẹ ṣáà rí pé obìnrin ló dúró yìí, but to go inside, women are not allowed. Women are not allowed. That is the significance of Ogun Àgbẹ̀dẹ. It's very, very pertinent to the tradition and culture of Ajah. Firstly, I will hint you with the mosque. This is the first mosque that ever established in Ajah. In the history of Ajah, this mosque was established in 1812. You can see the description in the mosque. Every family, regardless whether you are traditionalist, you belong to it. Whether you are a Christian, you belong to all the 52 family belong to this mosque. But the family who owns this mosque, their name is Imam Abdullahi Agba. They are the one that brought Islamic to the community. Then the very, very significance of this central mosque, you know, in a community where there is a central mosque, we have about, this is the first central mosque, but we have another two central mosques adjoined. We have Olomu Central Mosque, we have Modika Central Mosque. But above the three, this is the head of all the mosques in Ajah. Apart of this central mosque, we have many, many mosques, but this is the first central mosque in Ajah. The tolerance, the Imam, today Friday, the Imam will preach at the altar. He will preach peace. Because the importance of Islamic is a religion of peace. That is why community and the Imam, there is a synergy in between the community and Imam when the man is trying to deliver his sermon, he always preach peace. Peace to the extent that oneness of the community within the family. How could you live together with the non-indigent? The accommodation of Ajah is being preached by the imam, even though all the traditionalists, they always preach peace. Learn tolerance, how to live and accommodate with your enemy. Tolerate your enemy for his shortcoming. Let him realize what he done is not right. You have a synergy together. By having the synergy together, the community will continue to prosper. Because without peace, community cannot prosper. It's not possible. Then the significance of Islamic is a religion of peace, nothing but the peace. Imam da, wọ́n ti wà.
For every Muslim, indigene and non-indigene, we used to worship Allah here every day, and that is the way we met it from time immemorial. I will just want you to look at the date. It was being founded in 1812. If you go to the history of Lagos, the first Olumegbo that came to Ajah was 1820. So Ajah will have been in existing 200 years ago. And this mosque was being founded in 1812, rebuilt, renovated in 1973, as you can see it. So it showed that the existing of Ajah and this mosque was being in existence before the first Akinwon force that came to this Ajah. So all their history, all the wisdom was just fabricated. Olumegbo have nothing to do in Ajah. They have no any historical history, as we went round to check all the shrines, the mosques, the markets. They can never point at anyone in this Ajah. So our prayer to the state government and the federal government to come into our consideration to look at it very well, and the history of Lagos. We have it in Ajah. If it is no more in archive, majority of us have it. We can produce it any day, anytime, if they requested. So Olumegbo have nothing in Ajah. Chief Sulaiman Alagba, head of the Alagba, head of the masquerade in Ajah.
Before they go to Igbale, all the elders in Igbale, they come here, they sit down here, they will do all the necessary sacrifice they need to do. Ọmọ àjọkù, ọmọ àbọ̀ṣán bíbá, wọ́n tó di pé wọ́n gbéra, ọmọ lọ sí Igbale. Gbogbo àwọn olóyè pátápátá táwa ń gbálẹ̀, la máa ń wá sí. Once we leave here, we go to Igbale oko. So that is how it is. All right, sir. One more. Event now is starting. This Egungun festival has been going on for several centuries, and it has been going on every 2 years, even before I was born. And that's how it has been, and that is how it's always going to be. So we use it to plead to the gods to bring favor to us, so that we will be living peacefully in happiness and harmony. So please don't be convinced. There's nothing to be afraid of in this Ajah community as a whole. When we are celebrating
it means there is a various cultural heritage in Ajah.
Yes, there are other cultures. There's Tuyeye, there's Igbo, there's Jigbo, we have Egungun, we have Pakoko, we have Oro, we have Eloku, we have Igunko, we have Jigbo. we have like that. So we celebrate the 3 years. We have them too. They are here. Oshugbo, we have everything. So there's nothing to be scared of. Ajah is peaceful. And we, the citizens of Ajah, the indigenous of Ajah, we come together to celebrate whatever we want to do. So that is it. Thank you very much. My name is Chief Olabode Oladele Ope Ajah. Thank you.
Normally come out from there to troop into the village square. Then the Igbaleoko being the headquarters shrine for Egungun. That is their headquarters. This is the second shrine. The first one is Okikota. This one is Okawori, the second one. The largest one, which is the head of the conclave shrine for Egungun, is Igbaleoko. We are now here at Igbale Okawori.
My name is Ajah Kazeem. I am the secretary of the Busemo Chieftaincy family and the secretary of the two joint ruling houses, the two families' general meeting.
Okay. Ajah, how has it been so far in the existence as a community?
Ajah was established 1704 by the Busemo, his siblings, and some other band. And since they've been here, they've tried as much as possible contributing to the development. And when the sizable number of people came in, amounting to about 52 families, the institution of balletship started from 1734. And up to today, we have got 12 ballets that has been in existence, starting from Odunlami, who was the ballet from 1734 to 1780, and Odunlami came in from 1780 to 1823. Then the first born of Odunlami took over from 1823 to 1838, and Dada Ojukwu came in from 1838 to 1860, while the second son of Odunlami took over in 1860 up to 1882, while Ogundairo, who is the second born of Odunlami, took over in 1860 up to 1882. And one of his uncle's brother took over in 1882 up to 1885 up to 1892. And Rabbi Ojukwu took over in 1893 up to 1940. And Ali Odunlami took over in 1941 up to 1948. And Sulu Tijani Ojukwu took over in 1849 up to he ruled. In fact, it's one of the longest ballet that we ever had in Ajah. He was on throne up to up to 1987, while Hamida Adedeji Karim took over from 1989 up to 2006, and there and then after 2006 there was a vacancy of the stool because of one thing or the other. Then the chairman of the Adelaide then, of the Afobayes, Alhaji Danu Ashade, was on throne for a period of about 4.5 years. Then Baale Morisi Ojukwu took over from 2009 up to July 2022. Then the incumbent came in last year, October up to today. And his ascension to the throne has, brought some sort of development to the community. Recently, we had some blockage of some of the dilapidated drainages, canals, which he instituted a monitoring group. He instituted a monitoring group, and they went into action, unblock all those drainages, repair some of the damaged drainages, and even touch some of the roads that is causing some of wahala. There is a specific place we call Uju Agbara. From time immemorial, it has been sort of a collection of drainages from all part of the community, So all those areas was repaired. And once going further, there are some dark areas within the communities that was eliminated with solar lamps. Most of all the streets were, sort of eliminated. All this brought in with his personal, money. He has been trying his best to put the community in the forefront of all the communities in the territory. We thank God for that.
All right, with this, how has the economy been like in Ajah?
There's always, Ajah is in the center, and at every given time, we have a lot of traditional institutions. Every family has one thing or the other. It has been prophesied from time immemorial that a time will come in Ajah that a small bench will cost as much as hundreds of thousands, of which the precision has come to pass now. There is no corner in Ajah that you put your words that you are not making your money. Depends on your affiliation, your interest, and whatever you want to, lay your hands on. So Ajah is a community of prosperity. And so it has been from time immemorial. We thank God for that.
All right, with this cultural like Ajah, because so many people really believe Ajah is just a luxury area where you can have your money and come and build because of the economic situation of the community.
Yes, we thank
God.
But
they don't really believe Ajah as a culture. What's your take concerning this?
We thank God. Ajah is culturally imbibed because Ojukwu and Ogunsemo, they are core traditionists, put it that way. Then the incursion of the Christianity and the Muslims community brought some sort of development in their respective, enclaves. And because of the compassion the Ojukwu and Ogunsemo and other 52 families are having for inhabitants, that has sort of encouraged a lot of people coming in. We have sympathies for, visitors and tourists, and we have empathy for the for the indigent and the wayfarers. There is nobody that cries into our community that will not go out laughing, So this has endeared a lot of people to our community in here. Culturally, we have people that are into Egungun festival. Even the Egungun festival is ongoing now. You might have visited some other centers, some other shrines. You'll have seen all that for yourself. Then at every 3 years we celebrate our deity, which is called Olumodi. That is the Oro generally for the community, and there are other deities too within that enclave. The Pako and the Eluku, Tuyeye, and some other traditional deities that we worship in our community. And we in the Muslim world, you know, every festival we have a lot of things that comes in. For instance, this last layer, we are from time immemorial, we always have, like you have Ojude-Oba in Ijebu-Ode and some other areas. Like us in Ajah here, we have Jimo Oloyin. That is the Juma day that precedes the layer day. We have our Jimo Oloyin. That every indigenous, both in the diaspora and within Nigeria, everywhere we come together, we celebrate, and life continues. So it's not only the Christian and the Muslims community that in Ajah, and every traditional people that come from all other clans within Nigeria, whenever they want to celebrate whatever they believe in, they just took permission from the community. They go ahead and perform that. The festival, they dance around the community, people join them, and there are some other things too, like the festival at interval, all this come on board.
With this now,
that has been in the administration of the state. Like for instance, we felt the president of Ambodi when he built this bridge for us, and the council too has some sort of little impact by construction. Like this road in front of our palace now was constructed by the council, and there are other things we want the government to do for us. We want improvement in our school, we want improvement in our communities. There are many communities that when you enter, you see a lot of floodlights here and there, which is not present until our ballet was installed. And one of the most things that is agitating our mind now is the elevation of our ballet to over, which is the present ballet, which is what everybody is agitating for in the Ajah community. And that is how it has been in Lagos State, not any superimposition from any corner. We thank God we are living peacefully, and though there are some other underground issues that is going on, like we have our case in court and we are law abiding and we are still hoping for the best, but we will not want the government to, not to do the needful for us in all these areas.
Okay.
Ajah must not be an exception.
Thank you very much. Your full name again, sir?
Alhaji Abdulkabir Yekini Okunsegun.
Your designation in the community?
I'm the General Secretary of the two ruling houses.
All right, thank you very much.
Abiodun Adealo Eshilodu, tí mo jẹ́ ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Àjàmbí.
Kí lẹ lè sọ nípa ìlú Ajah níwọ̀nba?
Nǹkan tá a fẹ́ sọ nílùú Ajah ni pé Ọlọ́run kó túbọ̀ gbà fún wa bá a ṣe ń fẹ́. Nígbà tí baálẹ̀ wa Ismail Adéwálé Adélékè, lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí baálẹ̀ àná ṣíwọ́, tí Ismail gba ìjọba, mọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ìlú la mọ̀ pé Ismail Adéwálé ọmọ Adamson lójúkan Ọlọ́run fi rẹ̀ wá lẹ́kùn ìlú Ajah ni, because gbogbo bí gbogbo Ajah ṣe ń mì wá gbígbìgbì nígbà àtọ̀tẹ̀ Ismail wa yìí Ọlọ́run fi wá lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ń sọ fún wa pé ká fọkàn balẹ̀, gbogbo ohun tágbára ẹ̀ káwọn ń ṣe fún wa nínú ìlú, ó múnú àwọn obìnrin dùn, ó múnú àwọn ọkùnrin dùn, ó rán ọmọ wa lọ sí school tó ń fún wọn ní scholarship, gbogbo ibi títì tó yẹ pé a lè gbà nígbà kan. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí Ismail Adébẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ ó ti bá wa tẹ, ó ti bá wa túnú ṣe, tẹ́pẹ́ tá a bá dé ìlú Ajah báyìí inú wa máa ń dùn ní, ọkàn wa ń balẹ̀, kò sí pé wọ́n tún ń bọ̀ mọ́. So àsìkò Ismail yìí ó rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn ìlú Ajah yìí gan, ó dẹ̀ fi wá lọ́kàn balẹ̀, àtọmọdé àtàgbà wa la ní fọkànbalẹ̀ nílùú Ajah, ó dẹ̀ múnú wa dùn.
Nípa ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ẹ̀yin obìnrin, báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ sí baálẹ̀ náà nílùú Ajah?
Bí gbogbo àwọn obìnrin ìlú ṣe wà tí baálẹ̀ bá sọ báyìí, gbogbo àwọn obìnrin ti rẹ́dì láti gbárùkù tì, because ó ń ṣe bí ọmọ fún wa, ó ń ṣe bí ẹ̀gbọ́n fún wa, ó ń ṣe bí àbúrò fún wọn tó jùlọ. Gbogbo ọ̀nà ní baálẹ̀ fi ń ta àwọn obìnrin ìlú lọ́rùn, gbogbo ọ̀nà níbi tó bá kù sí báyìí ó máa ṣe wẹ́rẹ́, tó dìgbà tá a bá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá ń tọrọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Akọ́nidé náà yàn sí wa ni pé èmi o pé àwọn pé nọ́mbà yìí baálẹ̀ ní kí n fún yín ní nǹkan báyìí o, so baálẹ̀ ìlú fọ gbogbo iṣẹ́ tẹ́ni rí, gbogbo wa ló ń sábà dùn nínú, because kò sẹ́ni tó máa gbúrú ọ̀rọ̀ balẹ̀ tí ò ní káràmásìkí ẹ̀ inú ìlú Ajah gbogbo wa la nífẹ̀ẹ́ balẹ̀ wa ìjọba gan because wọ́n recognize Ajah at least gbogbo nǹkan tá yìí ń fẹ́ wọ́n ń ṣe fún wa a náà fẹ́ bíríìjì nílùú Ajah wọ́n ń ṣe fún wa ìlú Ajah dẹ̀ ní kẹ́ àgbà tí wọ́n rí pé wàhálà pọ̀ wọ́n bá wa ṣe nǹkan tó máa ṣèfù wa nílùú Ajah tá a fi ní rí wàhálà tá a ní rí dààmú torí ńgbà kan pẹ̀lú bẹ̀rù la máa ń rìn pọ̀ nísìnyí àwọn ìjọba ti bá wa ṣe àlàfo tó pọ̀ àwọn nǹkan yẹn ìdùnnú tún wà bọ̀ tó yìí kù kan tó kù ni pé gbogbo ibi tó yìí kù nílùú Ajah fẹ́ kí ìjọba bá wa dá sí torí ìlú Ajah ìlú tó popular tó jẹ́ ìlú ńlá gan ni ṣùgbọ́n baálẹ̀ wa gbìyànjú àwọn local government náà gbìyànjú bàtà fẹ́ kí ìjọba kó wá bá wa ṣe gbogbo títì tó kù nílùú Ajah because ìlú ńlá nílùú Ajah but I need the development látọ̀dọ̀ ìjọba wa nílùú Ajah.
nípa wọn
àti ìnàbà ń lo Ajah o baálẹ̀ Ismail Adéwálé Adélékè ní gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Ajah mọ̀ káde fọkàn sí ní fámú lọmọdé ìlú mú làgbà ìlú mú ọkùnrin ìlú mú obìnrin ìlú mú ọ̀hún làmọ̀ lọ́ba wa so ká bá bẹ̀jọba ní àti pàrọ̀ aláwùsá títí ta fi ń bẹ̀jọba pé kán jọ kán bá wa Ismail Ọlọ́run ló fi rọ̀ wá lókun ìlú Ajah kán bá wa gbé adé fún Ismail kán bá wa gbádé ọba lé Ismail ọmọ ojú kán bá wa dé ládé ọba ìlú Ajah because gbogbo nǹkan mèremère tó yìí fẹ́ ṣe fún wa pọ̀ táwọn obìnrin ń retí tọmọdé ìlú ń retí tágbà ló ń retí táwọn àgbàlagbà ló ń retí Ismail dẹ̀ ń gbọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó ń gbégbé ẹsẹ̀ adẹ̀fẹ́ kí ìtàn ní kó jọba wa nílùú Ajah á fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ because àti ìnàba lájà adẹ̀mọ̀ yìí pé kọ́lọ́hún jọ kí ìjọba kan wo ẹkún wa kán wo gbogbo wàhálà wo obìnrin ìlú àtọmọdé àtàgbà ló kán bá wa jẹ́ Ismail ládé Ajah Ọlọ́run adé gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ fún wa. orúkọ mi ni Abíọ́dún Adé Alọ Ẹṣin lókun ọmọ ìlú Ajah ń bí mi.
Family of Ẹṣin lókun and me.
Okay, you are the youth representative here today. What has been the engagement of the youth and the community so far?
Standing as the president of National Association of Ajah Students, I can tell you that the youth has been in full support of the paramount ruler of our community, the person of High Chief Ismail Adéwálé Adélékè, the Chukwu 6th. And I can tell you that the Baale has been a very good man and a supportive man in the life of the youth, encouraging us in terms of education, giving students scholarship. We have that set of scholarship that he actually gave us. He gave some of money
From the Baale?
Yes, from the Baale to the students, encouraging them on aspect of education. He gave some in monetary aspects, in sum of 250,000 to close to 8 students in 100 level, and also encourage the graduates of this year not to stop as masters, as BSc holder or HND holder. He encouraged them by giving them scholarship to further their education as masters level. He gave them the scholarship to the least of what they will need, like allowance on every part. So encourage them to further their education and bring back to the community what the community is expecting from them.
Okay, with this, what have been the efforts of the students? So especially the youth, to encourage the peaceful coexistence.
The youth has actually been in the form of coordinating themselves in the community in a good manner. Because a community that does not have development from a youth or the youth is not a community that will develop as a whole. So giving full support to the Baale in every aspect that actually brings in. Even talking about the development that is happening in the community, the youth has actually been one that championed the activities in terms of road construction, the lights, and the monitoring of the existence of the development as well. Because whatever you actually put in and there is no continuity or somebody monitoring it, of course it's an issue. So the youth has actually been helpful, and we pray that what we actually receive from the government, the government has actually been helping us. And we still, like they always say, Oliver Keys, we always ask for more. We want the government to be to our place, to help us, to elevate our Baale to overshoot. We want him to be the number one that we all know in the community, king that we respect. We want the government to reach our goals, to give us High Chief Ismail Adéwálé Adélékè, Odunlami to be our king and the only king in Nigeria.
All right, sir. Economically, how would you describe the Ajah community?
talking about the economy of Ajah, Ajah is actually, if we are talking about Lagos as being the center of excellence, you can see Ajah is center of excellence because globally around the Ethiopia, you cannot talk about the economy without mentioning Ajah. Ajah is the center of the economics in the whole of Ethiopia, where people that have passion in any part, as far as you can do something that will fetch you money, coming to Ajah you will succeed. It's just normal. Ajah has been a very good community, which development and every other thing are going. And economically we are growing. We've always grown and we continue to grow.
All right, finally, sir. And
Because getting the youth involvement with other tribes and other Indian and non-Indian, I can put it to be 95% over 100. So the youth, they don't discriminate. They don't see some other people as this is not part of us. So they come together as one and they promote the unity because the Bale brought peace back to the community and the youth encourage that and they promote it anywhere and they conduct themselves any part or any form they find themselves.
thank you very much, sir. Your full name again?
Abdullah Wali of Information Local and also the President of National Association of Artists.
Baby, tell me how much I could pay.